This is DRM76Z, come from you live on the graveyard on wavelength 388. Today will be some unwinding and decompressing with some Titan Quest. Unfortunately, I haven't set up multiple game captures, so I have to try to recapture the game again, and my PC is very finicky. It doesn't like trying to register games existing, unfortunately. So, right now, I'm just trying to get that ready to go and figure all this stuff out. It's one of those things, you try and you fail and you try again. That's the beauty of it all. Now, let me get this pesky thing to work. Come on, you can see it. I know you can see it. I need full screen application. In a specific window. Come on, I know you can see it. I'll just open on Gina's file real quick and see if it'll... Yo! First, what's up? Come on, you can see this damn thing. Come on. It's still not seeing it. What you got going on? Nice, playing some COD. Nice. Probably playing with the boys, eh? Me, I'm just trying to get my stream to work. Unfortunately, with this whole gaming thing, you gotta figure out how this shit works. My god, is it complicated as fuck sometimes. Alright, I should probably... Wait. God damn it. Nice. It's always some tags you always gotta fucking figure out. My god. And of course it can't see it for some bizarre ass reason. Okay, let me just switch. Turn off sight on it. There we go. I just had to change it to refresh. Ugh. I know technology very well, but my god, there are some things that annoy the shit out of me with certain tech. This should work now. Lock. Boom, we have it. Oh, finally. Fucking finally. Alright, everything seems like it's working well. Alright. Everything seems like it's a go. Perfect. Alright, enchantments. Oh, I can't turn them on because my controller isn't set up for that. Oh well. Oh shit. Oh crap. Right, I forgot I'm really weak. Oh, yep, instantly dead. Well, Titan Quest, never change. So how's COD going? Playing some more of the modern stuff or just some Warzone? Probably some Warzone, eh? Yeah. I could never get into war. Like, I couldn't get in after... Yeah, probably after Black Ops 2, I kind of stopped really playing COD. Just like on my stream, yeah. Fair. Very fair. Gotta bait these guys out one at a time or I'm screwed anyway. Ow. God, this is the first time I'm actually reupdating to do my build again. Fuck. God. Good lord. Yeah, sorry about that first. I was going to stream yesterday, then I kind of out-boozed myself by accident. I do like to drink a little too much. I was going to start streaming at 8 yesterday, and I was going to stream, and then I passed out at like 7:30. I went to like every local brewing place near in the town, and I just bought a lot of craft beer and everything, like everywhere I could go. So the Drunken Tenno will definitely stay to its true namesake. I just gotta start getting into it again. But no, probably today's stream will be like that too. I have like 3 6-packs right beside my foot right now. So just start drinking on command. So it's going to be a good long night. Oh, yeah. Gonna enjoy boozing it up a bit from some of the craft stuff. I've tried some of it so far. It's been really good. So I'm hoping that a lot of the other booze woos me. And the weird thing is, a lot of crafters actually have like different percents. Like, I went to one place and they had like pale ales at all a bunch of weird ABVs or alcohol ratings. Like some of them were 5.5, some of them were 4, some of them were like 7, which is pretty high for alcohol. ABV is alcohol by volume. Essentially, it's like what alcohol cans will have, say, on them. Shit, I need Sacred Rage to kick in better. But no, I got like some really crazy stuff. There's like, since it's like they're like microbreweries and shit, they have like a lot more creative freedoms with how they make their drinks and everything. It's just so cool. Like there's one called like the Odd Man Out or something. No, the Odd One. And it's like an Australian version of a pale ale. I'm like, what the fuck's an Australian one? It's not upside down. And I just thought it was funny. I'm like, I'm gonna try this one now. And I tried it last night and it fucking knocked me out. Holy shit. I am a drinker, but my god, I tried it once, like, holy. I'm like, oh, it's only 5.6, but I was already, like, 3 drinks down with 7s. So I was like, oh, okay, I had a little too much, and I kind of passed out afterwards. Or I had a really good nap, I suppose would be better. Oh, crap, that's a lot of stuttering. What the hell's going on? Okay, come on. Jesus Christ. These fucking guys, I swear, well, they are made out of, I was gonna say they're made out of stone, though. I'm like, no, technically they're made out of wet earth. I'm like, how can wet earth be kicking my ass as badly? And I'm like, well, maybe not the greatest Greek hero of them all. Yet. God, I wish I had, what's their name? Oh, hells, I can't remember its name. It's Nedra school, and that one is like, you don't use health potions, you gain a lot more bonuses. It's a fun niche little ability, and a fun like little class thing to play around with. Oh my god, cockatrices. This is funny, it reminds me of another ARPG I play, which is called Last Epoch. I play it quite a bit as well. And it reminds me, I was just doing a playthrough of it. I was doing the mono system, which is like its endless dungeon mode. And oh my god, did it kick my fucking ass. It didn't help I was 10 levels below. But generally you can be built pretty decently and fight things way above your weight class in that game compared to this, where if it's above your weight class, you're fucked. Or if you're just not good against certain enemies. I can see why I'm having difficulties with Atlantis now when my previous character didn't. My previous character, she is a dreamer slash... what's the other class called? Dreamer Warfare. And Dreamer has a specific ability that's like anti-demon. Which is like, it gives you like 50% more damage. And then like everything in the spirit tree is just increased damage against demons. And it's incredibly useful because a lot of the endgame content, all demons. All fucking demons. And I do like they call them demons. It's very interesting because I'm like, well, they're technically myths, not really demons per se. But then you're like, well, how do you define a myth? You're like, well... And then you get into that whole rabbit hole of mythology and shit, and you're like, were they demonic? It's like, where do they come from? If it came from the hell version of the myth, probably some kind of hell beast. Therefore, hell. And you're like, well, yeah, that'd be a fiend, though. It's like, yeah, sorry, it's a demon. You're like, It's one of the funniest things I always think about, like certain mythologies and... all that. It's very interesting, I find. Oh, goddamn, I'm nearly dead again. Okay, kill the cockatrice, then the elder. And I'll open this oriental chest. Oh, I found a shisha. No idea what the hell that is. Do I have any side quests? Well, Atlantis. City of Atlas. Writing the Journal of Heracles, Mouse found the 2 artifacts that are needed to get to Atlantis. You need to find an ancient navigational instrument located on Galios. A boat should head there. You know, Galios sucks as an island, I swear to God. There's only mudmen here and goddamn nightmares. I'm gonna be more thankful when I'm getting the fuck out of here, but Jesus Christ, it's gonna take me ages. Ugh. I still have no idea why I just picked up a random pipe either. There might be someone on the island that needs it, but why am I someone's just local drug connection now? I don't know why. Because you think, oh, it would flag a quest or something, but sometimes you can do the quest out of order and it does fuck them up. So you just get something that you have no idea why you have. That happens so many times in this game. Because the game is pretty old, so it doesn't flag the certain trigger you need. And it does kind of break the game in certain aspects. So you'll pick up a quest item, but you can't use it ever. Luckily, they allow you to actually put it in your storage now. Before, they wouldn't let you do that. That's what I remember hearing. It wouldn't flag the quest, but it also wouldn't let you return the quest item. So you'd have to find the quest to return the item, or you'd be stuck with it in your inventory permanently. I'm like, man, that's a certain kind of hell. Losing inventory space because you can't turn in a quest item. That would tremendously suck. My god. Okay, there's all these fucking mudmen. I swear, I can't believe I'm getting beaten down by moist dirt. Of all things to fight in ancient Greece and Atlantis of all fucking things. Dirt men. Oh, sorry, they're mud men. Because they're slightly moistened by the shores. Like, how are mudmen this strong? Ugh. I'm still miffed about that. How are these mudmen so strong? Like, incredibly strong. I can see why they put the potion on a cooldown timer instead. Oh my god. Ow. I killed almost all of them, and then they slapped me to death. And the worst thing about dying in this game, like in Last Epoch, when you die, it's not really much of a consequence unless you're doing monoliths. Then it's a massive consequence because you fail the node and you lose the bonus on it for like getting weapons or items or whatever. In this, however, no stability as well for the timeline. In this, however, you lose your experience, and it's awful. Just try to get your experience back. It takes ages. Because the higher you level, it is exponential. So it's like, let's say it takes you 2 XP for the first level, it takes you 4 the next, and then 8, and so on and so forth. You're like, okay, that's not too bad scaling. Well, if it starts at 150, what do you think's going to happen? It's 300, 600, and then inevitably it goes like 2.38 million. Actually, yeah, right now I need 288,987 experience for the next level. Like, my god, that is quite a lot. Yeah, I feel, yeah. Oh god, that's just another level where I'll just probably pump more of my durability abilities just to survive. Blindness of the gods. Where's my Atlantis? Oh, there we go. Wait. Oh, right, Atlantis in this game is Atlantis is considered all side content, not part of a main quest line. I was trying to remember, I'm like, why can I only see the Atlantis here? I'm like, oh, right, it's a completely side kind of thing. Also, I think my loot filter is broken again. Let's see here. Key bindings. Video key bindings. Yeah, I thought so. God, I hate that. It changes my loot filter sometimes where I can't see yellow items, which are sometimes the ones I use to advance up. No idea why it does that with the loot filters. Maybe the game's thinking I shouldn't need yellows anymore, and I'm like, I need yellows still. I don't need broken. I don't need commons. I need something that is magical, because things do kick my ass pretty damn easily. Oh, right, that's the zoom out button. I forgot, this game can let you go to the stratosphere for some weird reason, and I don't know why it's shortcutted. Because my mouse, essentially, it's like one of those customizable mice, where there's buttons on the sides and everything, where you can use them as like hotkeys. And that's what I do with health potions and mana potions in this game, just to make it more streamlined. Okay, he's not dead. Oh shit, I'm about to die. Oh, thank god, they ran in terror. Phew. Thank god for rune weapon. It's a very small chance to kill these things, but I can kill them. It's not a hopeless endeavor. A Spear of Endowment. I was gonna make that joke, but not tonight. I don't have enough alcohol yet to make that joke. Alright. Into the caves. And I'm still getting my ass kicked by sentient mud. God. It's like mighty hero of Greece that has slain gods. Yeah, you get killed by a basic animal in a cave. It's like, yep, that is how... Classy first, classy. Very classy indeed. Have a good time. Oh shit. Fuckers. Well, enjoy your time training first. Hopefully next Tuesday I'll see you online. I'm gonna start building up the Drunken Tenno after that, hopefully. Fuckers. Okay. Shit. Come on. Asshole. At least I'm getting more of the Atlantean looking shit. Finally. I can cosplay as an Atlantean. Alright, I can get different classes of health potions. Right, ow, fuck's sakes. Shit. Okay, I gotta back up. I gotta pull them away from the main horde. Take them down one by one. The only problem is the Mudmen are multi-attackers. They can attack at a range and close up. But luckily, these towers can't attack any further. Oh, they're almost level 40. Holy. I'm guessing you've been playing all day, COD, I'm guessing. Okay, this island's just getting weirder. I got a puzzle box and a hookah. Why do I have a puzzle box and a hookah? What the fuck? There, yeah, people gotta eat too, I get you. It was funny when I was starting stream, I just finished eating something. And I'm like, oh shit, what time is it? I'm like, oh my god, it's almost 7:30. I'm like, oh shit. Oh. Luckily, I got on right at time, but the problem was now I'm just like, oh shit, I can't get the stream to work. And I had to figure out how to get the stream to work. I'm like, oh shit. That's the problem. I have, on how I've set it up, I have like a feed. I was streaming earlier. How did that go for you? Get a lot of views, I hope. Huh. That's interesting, because you have like 100 followers plus, right? Something like that, right? I'm surprised you don't get any watchers. That's weird. Wonder why that is. Could it be like algorithm shenanigans? Wonder if it's algorithm shenanigans. So I'm guessing you stream on PC, right? Or do you stream from console? Shit. I'm guessing you probably stream from PC, right? Okay. My favorite thing is whenever I look at my analytics for like Twitch or whatever, my favorite thing is when it's like you have 0.8 of a viewer. I'm like, what does that mean? I have 1/8 of a viewer? How does that work? That's what I always think is the weirdest thing about like how Twitch calculates views and everything. It's very weird. Because they'll say you have a 0.8 of a viewer, but what it's meaning is throughout the watch time of a single stream, let's say you stream for 2.5 hours, the person that was watching you was only watching you for, let's say, 30 minutes or something, or 30 seconds. So they split it between the watch time between the individual. So instead of one individual watching the stream, or multiple individuals watching the stream, let's say like you have 10 people watch for like, let's say a few seconds, right? Misclick or whatever. And then they hop off the stream, right? You'll have like a lot of traction at first, but it won't be a view. It'll be considered like a 0.1 view or something. It's very fucking bizarre. And I'm wondering why it's set up like that, but I remember years ago YouTube set itself up like that, where YouTube doesn't care on how good the content is. It just cares if it's long and it keeps people's attention. More like conventional television. So I'm like, oh, is it because they want to run more ads on it? And like, yes, that's probably the thing. They want to run more ads on it just so they can utilize it better, right? Because the longer the video is and the more people watching it for a longer time, the more ads you can put on it. A sinister way to look at it, but probably the most logical one. And you're like, oh yeah, that does kind of make sense. That's why they want to focus on watch time. Because you can pump more ads in, let's say, a hour video if you do ad breaks every 15 minutes or something. Or YouTube is like, hey, we're going to put it in for you. And then you get like 10 or 15 ads in a video, and you're like, what the hell? Why is there 10 to 15 minutes ads? Like 10 to 15 ads in the one video. And that's why they probably prioritized watch time more than anything else instead of like engagement. Like, for example, a lot of animation videos, right? They're very short, right? Because making a long animation takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. Even like really skilled animators still take like a month or two just to make one video a month. Obviously, a YouTube channel's not going to survive on that. Hell, there are deep dive channels that only survive because of their Patreons and everything else. Like channels that deep dive into certain topics of the macabre or the mysterious or the horrific. They have to rely on like Patreon and everything because their videos can't get ads, or that's what YouTube tells them, but they still put ads on them anyway. Like there was a bunch of times, I'm trying to remember, was it during one of the adpocalypses that happened, where what happened was people said, oh, I've been demonetized, or essentially they won't run ads on my videos. But YouTube would still run ads on the videos anyway. Probably YouTube realizing that they're still very profitable, but YouTube is like, oh, we can't be associated with this creator though, so what do? Well, we'll run small ads on it, very, very short ads, like the 15-minute ad, like the 15-second ads. You know those ones, right? They always play when you use YouTube without an ad block. And essentially, that's what they do. Even with the content creators, they're like, we don't personally stand with this person's belief, blah, blah. And it's like, and yet you're here to profit off them. Mm-hmm. And that's the funniest thing when people are like, we don't believe in this creator's message of blah, blah. And yet you still profit off them. Really? And you just roll your eyes and go, yep. It was also funny too, because I wanted to stream on Rumble primarily, because I know Twitch is like a dying platform. I'm aware of that. And I wanted to do, I wanted to do live streams on Rumble. And Rumble's like, oh, you need at least 5 followers to stream. Like, but I'm streaming for the first time. How am I going to get 5 followers before I stream? How does that work? Oh yeah, I get that too. It was funny. I think one of my first streams was like that, where there was a bot and it was like, oh, you can pay like X amount a month. I'm like, nah, fuck you. Nope. Don't care. It was the funniest thing ever. I think my first stream ended like that, or it was like 2 hours in of the Tenno's Journey first episode, where there was a bot and it was like, oh, you can get like 100 followers in like 10 minutes or something by paying like 15 a month or something. And I'm like, now I'm gonna pay 15 a month. I want to get something more than just a bunch of bots. And I just rolled my eyes and go, yep, this happened last time when I first tried to start streaming ages ago. And it always happens, and you're like, ugh, why? And you know why, because it's like a lot of engagement, right, is very hard to get, right? Like, anyone with a microphone and a streaming and a like a phone these days can be a streamer, right? Or like it's because people would say, oh, you know, back in the day, like way back in the day, you know, PewDiePie, Markiplier, those guys, way back in the YouTube golden days, it took a lot to be a streamer because the setups were half janky, barely functional, and you had to do it in your basement. You know, everyone knows those old days, right? Everyone does, right? And for example, those YouTubers and everyone else has had 10 to 15 years. Everyone that's starting out, right? A lot of them don't have that kind of backing or that kind of legacy because everyone knows who like PewDiePie is, Markiplier, and all them, right? But here's the thing: a lot of those like old timers, I would say, or some of the older guys from YouTube way back in the day, how many you see are still around? Not a lot. Like, it was funny, the other day I was watching, what's his name? Ray William Johnson. I remember him as a YouTube creator way back in the day. And he was also, like, an OG YouTuber. Like, he was, like, one of the, like, biggest first guys who was doing, like... Because he did a show for a time called Equals 3, if you ever remember that. And Equals 3 was very popular at the time. And now, he has, like, 6.8 million viewers, right, from the Equal 3's days, and then he barely gets enough views today. I don't know if Equals 3 is still going on today. I don't think it is. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. And it's funny. The thing, I think that that gives, like, streamers and other personalities and talents staying power is them just doing what they do, right? Like, eventually... with enough, like, you changing the channel and how you do things, inevitably you just get people to follow you because they're like, oh, this is a new person, and either they like the personality or other things, and then they stay with you for a while, and you just keep going, and it inevitably snowballs to a certain degree. But the problem is, like, trying to retain people as well is a problem as well. So it's like, how do you retain people, right? Because for example, you could have a very naughty opinion about something. People always do, of course. No one's ever going to agree on every single topic, obviously. So you have a naughty opinion, and then you alienate your fan base. That's why a lot of YouTubers and streamers don't seem like they have a backbone, because they want to rely on having fans to actually pay for shit they need to live off of, because they're solely dependent and reliant on a streaming or YouTube or something like that. So they become more and more milquetoast as time comes on, and they lose their staying power because inevitably they'll say the wrong thing, and then their entire, quote, audience will be like, you think this opinion? That's a naughty opinion, and they all leave. Or essentially cripples their channel, and then the platform gets involved, and the platform's like, hey, you had a naughty opinion about a thing, we're gonna ban you. Oh, sorry, we'll put you on suspension for a few days. Killing your channel's viability outright. And you're like, yep, that's how it goes. And then, for example, like I said, I was talking about earlier, a lot of, like, the streaming market and the video market are kind of already capstoned. And generally now it's just falling into niches, right? Like, a niche of playing video games, a niche of lore content, stream, like, all that kind of stuff, right? Like, there's a lot of content you can't really do as a streaming kind of thing. Streaming does have its limits as a medium for media, for, like, creation. Because you couldn't do, let's say, like, a live lore dump about something, because you'll always have to be looking up facts and things, and people don't like dead air, obviously. People don't really feel uncomfortable by it or bored or leave, right? So what you want to do is you have all your notes, you know, on the other screen. But now or let's say you're doing a deep lore dive into something like that requires you to read, like, several books and histories and everything else. Let's say you're doing a comprehensive guide and retelling of World War I. Well, you're going to need to read a lot of books from a lot of different perspectives in different languages to understand the conflict in its whole. And to do that, you have to read quite a bit. Alright, I'm going to need to heal up because, yeah, I won't be able to fight these mudmen. Yep, they've ambushed me. Shit. Bail. So I think streaming, generally, you can only have... It has to be either very fast octane gameplay, like games that are very intense, like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Or it has to be more of a interesting discussion, because people always want to be in a part of an interesting conversation or hear something interesting, right? They don't want to be talked to, they want to be talked with, is how an old friend of mine used to describe it to me. People don't want to be talked down to, they want to be talked with. And generally, the difference between the two is talked with is you see them on your same level of, let's say, being intellectual or being kind or just understanding one another, right? But if you talk down to someone, they're like, who the fuck do you think you are? And then immediately leave, right? And that's the thing, too. A lot of people generally sound really fucking obnoxious. Or they are a know-it-all, or they think they know everything, but obviously a lot of people don't. You can't know everything, and you never will. And that's what makes it so interesting, where, you know, you can learn many different topics and try to relay them to people, but you'll never get every single fact right. Like, how do you do that onto a stream, right? Like, that would be almost impossible. And there's always going to be stuff like that. Because inevitably, you'll try... Let's say you try to be like a history tuber, right? Like, you try to explain histories of World War I or something like that, or any kind of historical event that's like before your time. Obviously, people don't live for 100 plus years generally, and the people that do aren't mentally all there at that point. A lot of spears, helmets, even more spears. Jesus Christ, I have enough for a spear collection. My God. But anyway, generally what I'm trying to reach here is a lot of streamers and content creators, it's just you generally build an audience over time, and generally, like, you see people having a good time, you also want to join that good time. So that's why you see a lot of creators just out of nowhere overnight will just immediately become like a fire starter. They'll become... And then there are many others that will never start up at all. And that's the thing, it's like you have to look and go, hey, you know, is this something I want to do long term or not? A lot of people don't because of various reasons, right? Like, oh, you know, it impacts your day-to-day life, it affects your notoriety or lack of, and that kind of stuff. And a lot of people don't do it as a passion or a thing because they're pursuing, let's say, a career or glory or whatever have you, right? But a person that chases for nothing will earn nothing in the end. If you chase for a goal that you could never earn and you're not trying to earn it, then you're not going to earn it. But if you keep chasing and you desire to earn it, you'll inevitably earn it just through sheer determination. Generally is my belief in the matter on, like, trying to pursue something. But it's just hard when you see, like you said, 0 views and you go, why am I even doing this? It's disheartening. Like, it's funny. One of the people I watched for recommending how to do content creation, they're like, just turn off the view counter. Just because it will always make you psychologically paranoid, thinking, oh my god, I must be doing something wrong. There's something wrong with me. And it's nothing wrong with you. It's the platform you're using is just so borked, or in this case, has a lot less traffic than it used to, right? Like, a lot of people that started Twitch 5 years ago have a lot better chances of getting viewers than people that are now doing streams now. There is a reason why why some Twitch streamers from like 5 years ago are really popular now is because there wasn't a lot of people to watch back then. And then, hell, let's go back to like Twitch's founding, which was like, what, 2018? No. Like 2013 or something. It's like an old platform. Way back in the day, how many people are still around on the platform? Not a lot. I can barely even name any of those people from back in those days.
Check back next week.
Except maybe some like pseudo-intellectual those pseudo-intellectual politics types that have less of a creative thought in their head than a 2-year-old. But hey, that's for people to think, oh, you know, this system sounds like a good idea, and then you're like, having like hundreds of thousands of people starve to death under this system. Oh, ignore all that. That always brings me a smile when someone's like, this system will work and it's a perfect system for all of humanity. I'm like, There's a reason why it's failed hundreds of times and has caused massive fucking humanitarian operations. There's a very good reason why. And everyone's like, oh, no, that's not the case. And it's like, oh, that's definitely the case. And you're like, X system is better. I'm like, it's not better, but at least not as many people have starved to death under it, so... That's what I find is just so funny when people are like, this is how governance should work. And I'm like, no. There's a lot of the time where governance is not a simple topic to discuss. And even then, it's normally, how would I say this? The idea of governance is hard to describe, I find. Because you could just say, oh, people in charge of X country or X city or something, right? But they do have to take a lot of responsibility as in being blamed for everything, right? And generally they do have a lot of burden to be blamed for, right? Things that don't work correctly, you know, systems that are broken utterly. Or where's all the money going is always one of my favorite ones. Like, where did all the money go? You guys make how much and what happened to it all? And stuff like that, right? But the thing is, I normally find those that desire power are normally those that are already corrupt. The ones that don't desire power desire to be left alone, and when they do get power, they just find it is annoying to have power because they just hate it. Because those people that desire power want it for evil means or being corrupt or just for their own selfish reasons, right? But people that have no interest in leadership and then inevitably become leaders out of, let's say, the line of succession is like, oh, now it's you, or something along those lines. You go, oh shit, now I'm the leader and I really hate fucking having people be in charge of people. What are you going to do? You're like, well, I could try to abandon. It's like, oh, that's your duty. You have to lead. So you're stuck in a situation where you do have to lead. A lot of generals find this happen to them. Way back in many different conflicts, way back in medieval ages and all that, where through the line of succession, a lot of unlikely people that would never be leaders in the first place just became leaders because the attrition rates were so bad, and plagues and everything else. Essentially carved. I got my brother so he can help explain it better. The Ancient One. Okay, that doesn't sound like fun. Because I can barely kill these fishmen. Oh shit, right. I'm using the wrong click. Oh fuck, I forgot the topic I was discussing earlier. Oh right, conflict and how attrition rates were way back in the medieval ages. I die on purpose for a reason, for the skill. For the skill of dying. It takes a lot to die. It takes very little to live. I know what I find is also funny too, like, back to the YouTuber conversation, I'm kind of done with history at the moment. I go on and on about ancient history and shit. And it's one of the things, though, I'm always curious about ancient history. One more little side tangent about ancient history is, how much do you think is actually real and how much is bullshit? And I'm always curious, I'm like, They're like, oh, this is a record of this guy. It's like, how do we know if this is a guy who even exists, not just some guy who randomly took up his name, who seemed noteworthy at the time? Okay, that's a big-ass lobster. Oh, crap. Well, I'm going to take out the mollusk towers. Oh, yeah, that hurts. Okay, it just spawns mollusk towers. Okay, so I'm just going to have to hit him hard. Oh, and he's an insectoid. Interesting. Oh, crap. fuck. Yeah, he just instantly twitched, killed me. His claw just like irked a little and just instantly batted me away. Oh, and I spawn here again. God damn it. I might actually have to start doing Hades because I think Atlantis is too tough for me to do. Which is sad too, because I actually really like Atlantis. It's such interesting content. It's like you're fighting the more mythological side of Greece and a lot more like the mysterious and the mysticism plus with like ancient technology thing. It's such a cool premise. And it's just like, yeah, you're way too newbie level for this. Get fucked. And I'm like, God damn it. And you're like, where was the last start point? Well, it's all the way back here. And you're like, God damn it. And you see this kind of map and you're like, yep. It's just like the walk of shame back. You gotta go. You just gotta walk of shame all the way back to the giant lobster that I just tried to murder me. And then you get instantly swatted by it again. I think it's the more of the walk of shame part I don't like. So I was more hoping to find a rebirth spring around here. Just so I have a faster respawn point, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I thought it'd be at least like a few rooms before the boss fight, so I don't have to walk here all the time, but I think this area itself is considered just a massive boss, just a massive dungeon. So it kind of determines you, oh, you know, you only have like 2 or 3 respawn points. Yeah, wall of water. Yeah, its health completely restored. Oh, crap. Okay. Yeah, so the Mollusk Towers, it'll just keep spawning them. Yeah, and it will just instantly give me. Yeah. Yeah, it's too high level, and I can't do enough damage sizably enough to kill it or hurt it. So it is a diminishing a fight of diminishing returns. So what I'll have to do... Actually, my W is ranged weapons. So I might be able to just plink off its armor for a while and avoid the missiles in the area. Which is just projectiles. I think I might be able to do that and just plink its health. So I can't fight that thing up close, because it will just instantly twitch kill me, so that is not going to be good. So I'm going to have to stick at a melee range and just keep hitting it. What the hell? Okay. I thought Titan Quest just crashed there. Phew. Very old game. It does not like running on modern systems. It's funny too, because this is the anniversary edition, quote unquote, so there's supposed to be a lot of fixes and everything, and game is not as stable as you'd want it to be, unfortunately. You know what's funny? Now I'm just trying to play it through the OBS window I have instead. Now I'm trying to see if I can just play it through the OBS window instead of actually playing it normally and see how much delay there is, and it's not too bad. And I can't tell if it's the game stuttering or if it's my system stuttering. I think it's probably the game compared to the recording. It's just stuttering a little. I don't know how well it looks on the stream end. I might need to pop up a stream at some point just to see what it looks like. I'm pretty sure it's okay. Okay, let me just... Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to just... Crap. I do like the death of the Tath. That's pretty cool. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Alright, these Mollusk Towers seem like they have a duration on them. Yep. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, yep. I got stuck on its massive hitbox, so it kept trying to have me target it instead of actually me running around. Yeah, so there's no way to kill this thing easily. I'm going to have to stop my side questing in Atlantis and head back to Hades for now. Which is funny, because why would literal hell be easier than Atlantis? But hey, you know, I didn't design the game, so who knows? Maybe hell's an easy path to walk down compared to its super advanced technological advanced civilization. Oh, cool. You have a bunch of weird living seashells on you. Okay. That's an interesting armor design. It just dragged up all the coral and the mushrooms and shit and used that. Okay. I'll go back to weapon set 1. The festering one could be good, but I have to stay in the fight long enough to use its effects. Ooh. Oh, it's all cold damage. I'm fire-based. Physical damage. That might actually just be more pliable. Just the 2 axes for now. Now let's see if they have a better helmet. I think I might just go all into strength armor at this point, just to keep defenses up. Put the Babylonian armor back in. Do I have a stronger helmet than the Babylonian? No. Crap. But it's still technically beneficial to wear the Babylonian until I can actually get something different to keep myself alive. Wait, what did I just buy? God damn it. I just bought like an armor that was like $2 million. It was a misclick. God damn it. At least I have the money, but it's such a waste to waste $2 million on that shit. Yeah, so this is like heading to Atlantis. Let me just start killing crabs here. I'm gonna use the super wide out view. It makes the game look really weird, but hey. What the? A crab hero, really? A literal hero crab. Huh. That's a weird concept. Also, I like we're in Rhodes now instead. It's like Rhodes, isn't it? I wonder if, like, Rhodes is not a mythological city. Like, it was just a normal city-state way back during these days. So I don't know why everyone's like, oh, it's magical now. I don't know why it's the gateway to Hades, but hey, maybe it was just a hellhole, and everyone's like, oh yeah, the hellhole Rhodes. Yeah, we know that place. So no mention of their great Colossus either, which is weird. They were known for the Colossus of Rhodes. Maybe he's a fight. Like I said, I don't remember Hades that well. I remember it got pain in the ass near the end of the game. The beginning of the chapter and the end of the chapter were the worst parts, because it was fighting the Titan. Fighting that goddamn Titan from the last time I played this game. I hate that god. I hate that guy. Thank God he's dead at least. And then I remember the end fighting Hades was annoying because to get to him was a maze, like a legit labyrinth. And I'm like, oh, fantastic. I get to go through all the dead ends. Hooray. Oh, and this fucking mission. So, someone thought a brilliant idea for a game like this is an escort mission. Like an escort mission through like hostile territory. Like, what the fuck? And I'm pretty sure this is failable too. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he can be injured and he can be killed, and it's awful. And it's a bit of a distance to get there too. The problem is I just took this quest without realizing it, because I'm pretty sure where to go is not here. I have to go the other way. Yeah, because it's not here. It's down near the coastline, because it's a torch, so it's a watchtower. And it is just awful, because the enemies will actually home on him instead of you, even though you have more threat generation. Like, I had a character once. I think I went defense shield. So I had, like, a high threat detection where I would be determined a threat compared to everything else on the map. And it's like, nope. Apparently not. Apparently this NPC was way more of a tempting target than I was. And it annoyed the shit out of me because I'm like, I spent all these points in a skill where it literally says, you will become the target, essentially. Like, increase such to a high rate. And I'm like, does the NPC here just have like infinite aggro essentially? And I'm like, does he? That would make sense. Yeah, so I gotta just protect him now. The worst ones are the ranged ones, because at least I can kill the walking ones. They at least try to attack me first. The guys with the fucking bow suck. Because now, okay, he has the first ring. He's like, okay, it's set up. Yep, now at least these guys are more attention to me, at least. And with the axes, they mop up pretty quickly. So I'm not too worried about these guys one-shotting me like the beasts in Atlantis do. And then the last one, I think, is a mage, I think. Wait, is he done? Holy crap, he is. What the hell? I thought it's 3 waves, not 2. Do I have to Well, I guess I just abandoned him up. I guess he lives here now, I guess. Huh. I remember this quest was really annoying because the guy got really mad at me because they kept dying. And I'm like, bro, you're sending them into a hostile territory filled with mythological creatures and giant crabs. What are you expecting? If I can walk on sunshine? Nope. They're giant monsters out here. And you think the hero can save them? Now I can barely keep myself alive. Let alone some random NPC where every monster in like 10 miles radius goes, yes, we want to kill this guy specifically. For whatever reason. You're like, God damn it. It's actually funny. When I was first doing that Torchbearer quest, what actually happened, which I thought was funny, was I was walking across the beach all the way to, you know, where the Torchbearer is, to do the quest and everything. And what happened was, when I was walking across there, a hero spawned. Heroes are generally like strong versions of monsters.
Already I see sails on the horizon.
And I thought it was so funny. I'm like, wait, there's a hero here. I'm like, okay, he's pretty easy to kill. It'll take me a little longer because I was playing a defense character. Defense is really good for like keeping yourself alive, but really terrible at damage. And my other class wasn't good at doing damage to outweigh how much negative defense gives you. Like, it doesn't take away from your stats. It just makes you very light-fisted compared to other ones that you could be way more aggressive with. Like, I'm pretty sure the build I'm using is pretty aggressive. All really built on attack and not really built on defense. And generally that's how I'm playing, is a lot more aggressive than actually defensive. And it doesn't work too well most of the time because generally monsters are durable enough to take a hit before they just keel over and die. And generally if you're doing that, you want range, not like up close and personal. Because they do like to mob a lot, and if they mob, they will just overwhelm you because you have no defense. And since I'm not doing like area attacks or sweeping attacks or anything like that to control the crowds, I just inevitably get either overwhelmed or outdamaged. As in they can do enough damage to kill me before I can actually protect myself. And generally that's how it goes. Generally. There are some times where you can actually beat the Horde. And there are other times there's like no way in hell you could survive the Horde. And it goes like that a lot of the times. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Alright, let me look at my stats real quick. Okay, well, I can dismantle my other piece of armor to cut Amara's glory on these because they're a lot stronger. Avoid projectiles, less damage from beasts, and pierce damage. Which I'm pretty sure I do pierce, right? Average. Where's my damage types? Oh, that's defensive. Ton of fire resist. Nothing against vitality, poison, bleed. Wait, I have no physical resistance? What? I have no physical resistances? Okay, I do physical damage alone. I don't do piercing damage. I do physical damage. Because I'm not using a spear or a bow. Okay, good to know what damage type I'm doing. God, I can't believe some of these helmets are way better. In the realm of defense anyway. What I'll do is I'm going to keep going forward, but I should probably hit that rebirth fountain first. Just so I'm not respawning all the way at town again at Rhodes. It's funny, I have no idea where I'm going, but I'm still going forward anyway, because I'm like, there is only forward in these jungles at the moment. Or sorry, the Axian Woods, which I'm pretty sure is a place from Greek myth. I can't remember what the myth about them was. Something about Arcadia or something. Oh, right, it's already activated, good. Something weird, I can't remember. I remember the Iatex Woods or something like infamous from Greek mythology, but I can't remember for the life of me. I'm trying to remember if they were cursed or monstrous. Okay. I don't know, they don't seem that overwhelmed. It's only a few Night Stalkers, which just look like Jackal Warriors from Egypt. It's not that bad. Oh, good. We have to fight a big-ass monster in the woods. Fantastic, you know. It can never be as simple as, oh, just get some eggs or something. No, 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 no. Fight this giant-ass fucking monster in the middle of the woods and just don't die. Like, Christ, where are the Spartans when you need them? Oh, yeah, I left them in the other side of Greece. Instead of just calling them up and go, yo, boys, we got a hunt to do. We got shit to do. Come on, join me. It's like, nah, we lack that charisma stat to get an army. So we have to do everything ourselves instead. God damn it. Hero of legend, my ass. My god, I swear. I wish there was a way in this game. It would be funny if they did a side quest where you could make yourself like Achilles. That would be hilarious. Where it's like you're literally indestructible now because you fell into the river of Styx. Shadow Lord. That guy was pretty tough because he was a dual wielder. Yeah, I think I should have went with, what's its name? Rogue. If I went the Rogue Discipline and Warfare route, I could have... Actually, no. I think an interesting one would be Warfare... No, not Warfare. What is it called? What's its name? Rogue and Defense. Because with Defense, you can keep a nice heavy armor rating, and with Rogue, you can do decent damage with Poison. Seems like everything really doesn't like Poison unless it's Undead or Demon. Okay, a certain kind of Demon. And then I think a lot of plants you can't hurt, because plants are immune to poison, apparently. Wow, these Lost Souls do a lot of damage. What the fuck is that? Oh, those are Drain Totems. Wow, I actually had the power to power through those. I'm actually surprised. I thought I'd been instantly killed. Wait, Blood Rage. What's that? Bleeding damage, Scroll of Cyclops, Peg Claw, and the Grace of Gideon's Grace. Complete Relic, Lesser Artifact. 24 damage, bleeding damage over 3 seconds, chance to dodge attacks. That could be good. The whole damage, dodge attacks things could be good. But like I was saying earlier, it'd be better. Well, then again, I think the Rogue play style, if I remember correctly, Rogue has an ability, I think it's like called Glancing Blows or something, where you can turn it on and it just increases your dodge chance or deflection rate. But the thing is, Defense also has that, but you just use shields. So I'm thinking it as some kind of like amazing power build, but I don't think it would really work. Because on how Rogue works, I think a better one would probably be that monk class that came out with the Eternal Embers content. I think that would probably work better than Defense, which is sad too, because Defense is such an awesome idea as a class. You know, you spec into armor, you know, holding the line, being like a real Centurion or a Phalanx. You know, you hold that line, and it's an amazing idea for a class. But in practice, in a game like this, where the enemies are very aggressive and very attack focused, you think, oh, Defense would be perfect. But they're too aggressive and too attacky, as in, like, they do not allow you, like, respite. They will keep attacking, and a lot of their abilities are anti-mobility. So you have to keep trying to move while you're being slowed down, and that's never a fun time. It is not a fun time trying to being countered all the time because they have either puncture or punch through, where they'll just go through your armor rating and you get fucked over. It's awful experience. That's how it feels like anyway, because I swear every time I play this game and I get decently far, I always feel like I'm getting outclassed by something because I fucked up a skill upgrade. Like I didn't pick the exact right skill I should have picked. It does not make me feel good. But I think I might pick more Rune Weapon, because I have Rune Weapon pretty low. I'm pretty sure, and I might do either more Rune Weapon or more Durability, but I think I might do Rune Weapon. Okay, here's the dude. Yeah, so it seems like he has a dual wielding skill as well. And Poison Darts. Of course it's Poison. Well, I killed him instantly. Yeah, I think I'm at that point of the game where it's either I kill instantly or I'm killed instantly. Which is unfortunate, because games like this die on the end game. Like, if the end game is very repetitive and boring, it does become a slog and people just stop playing. I'd say Last Epoch is a good example of it, but no, Last Epoch is actually pretty entertaining to play after a while. Even after the, quote, end game is done. Because the end game is actually pretty interesting, because the end game asks the question, what happens if you failed here in the story? Because the story is all timeline based, as in it's like a time traveling adventure. So it pretty much asks the player the question, hey, what happens if you fuck up this vital mission component? Because the story in Last Epoch is pretty, like, you know, streamlined. It's very one note. But with the timeline thing, what is it? The monos, or the monoliths, it pretty much says, hey, what happens if the hero fucked up at this critical junction? Or what happens if this happened in the timeline, right? I think that's a really interesting way to show different kinds of dungeons and stuff. I think it's a very interesting way to show this is how different, this is how the game could have been written. As well, it would be the most perfect example of you wrote down an interesting story, but it wasn't deemed long enough or good enough, but you could make it into side content. And I was like, oh, that's a perfect utilization for it, with the theme of, you know, time travel and all that in Last Epoch, where it's like you travel through the ages of time in Last Epoch. I'm like, oh, that is such a cool and neat idea of doing things like that. And that's like sometimes that will draw me to certain games, is just, does the idea of the story interest me? Like, oh, does the story, is the setting interesting? Oh, hells. Is the setting interesting? Is the setting weird or different than any other game on the market that I currently see? Or is just the whole concept of the game just bizarre? Another one that I like that I want to start playing again is Shardpunk. Premise is very simple. It's World War I-esque, kind of Victorian era kind of technology, but instead of like gas and steam power, it's steam and crystals, like shards. And in Shardpunk, essentially we know the humans essentially fought a great war, but not against other humans, Ratmen. And we inevitably lose that war. And the whole premise of the game is not about the war itself, it's about trying to escape the capital city at the end of the war, the humans' downfall, where you're trying to escape the city. So it's an XCOM like game, combat grid and everything else, but with a survival element where you're not meant to hold off hordes of Ratmen. You're trying to escape from them through like sewers and tunnels, and there's a bunch of highlights in the story too, where it's like you hold a bridge, the bridge gets inevitably compromised, so you have to keep running. Oh, Medea's Grove. Wait, this is part of Hades? I thought this was part of Atlantis. Oh, crap.
You kill my sentinels, then ask for my aid.
Yeah, typical Greek hero tradition. I kill everything in the area, and then I ask for the first person I can find that looks vaguely humanoid for help. Sounds very Greek hero-esque to me, lady. I don't know why you have a problem with it. Sounds like you're the one with the problem here.
The living have ventured, and even fewer have returned. I have work to do. The Grey Sisters may wait for you.
It's gone. She warned us. It is only a matter of time.
I forgot Medea's Grove was part of it. Huh. Side quests. Stolen Sigil Outpost. Oh, shit. I forgot to go back to him. A crap story. Caves of Dimatra? An impossible task. It's fallen ill. Oh, right. So I have to talk to some apprentice here.
I have exciting mushrooms that grow close to the water, but rarely hidden. You will know them by their unearthly glow.
Is she the one? No, that's not the one to talk to. One of these people will know. Here, the Acolyte.
Could I forget that you seek Galaxina, who was once of Batmera, in
It's not easy here.
demanded
Try
an
trading
antidote
for
from
the
Huh.
Even you can turn his form out.
sorcerers of the Ixian wood. Medea gave her an impossible task. But with a warrior like you, perhaps
Oh, crap. I sold my... Nope. That's one thing I'm not supposed to sell. Okay, I got axes, so I do decent damage now. I'm a real berserker now. Okay.
there once was a... If you do find a
I have like 10 million side quests, so let's do the first one. Okay, fallen ill, find a cure. Summoning altar is in the Tesca ruins beyond the sanatorium swamp. Summon the Lich Queen and obtain the tome. You know, whenever you fuck with liches, it never ends well for the hero in those stories. Okay, a crab story. A very dangerous crab. Mercy, the only way to reach the village is by a dangerous cave. Okay. The outpost in the woods. So I'm going to go back there. And I'll start knocking off the tasks as I go, because it's quite a bit of XP to leave on the floor here. So I'll head back to Rhodes, and I'll start from Rhodes and go backwards. Just to see what I kind of missed and what I can do from there. Also the enchanters here, which I want to destroy a pair of gloves. Yep. Oh, I can't even use my weapon. Wait, what? That was weird. It said I couldn't use my weapons for a second. Huh. Yes. Almond Graw Glory. Yep. And then I can go like this, yep. Bam. Perfect. Now I think I might put a physical gem on these if I don't have a fire one. Just so I'm just doing damage. Because my damage is lacking still, even after all this time. Let's see what I can do. Okay. Wait, this isn't my gem guy. Okay. All armor, and I give it the Might of Heracles, which just increases. So this one will help with fire damage. Oh, I have 2 of these. This will work. This is like quadrupling down on fire damage. This is going to be absurd, but going to be interesting. So, put into this weapon, and put into this weapon. And now I have 2 fire axes with fire enchantment and fire aura. I'm completely a purifying flame. Let's see how well this works. I've essentially made the Greek equivalent of a paladin. Probably won't work well for various reasons, but we will see. We will see on how a Greek paladin will survive in a world filled with monsters. Doubt it'll have a very good shelf life, but hey, you know, you never know. Oh god, I'm gonna need a logger soon. It's funny, one of the local beer places actually had something called an oatmeal lager. I'm like, oatmeal? Why oatmeal? They're like, well, why not? I'm like, fair enough, I suppose. No one else is gonna make something like this. And I think I might start off with that, because I was asking, oh, do you guys have like a... Because one of them had like a coffee blondie kind of thing. Whereas like a coffee kind of beer, and it was really good. And I'm like, man, do you guys make that? And like, no, it's our bestseller. We don't have any at the moment. I'm like, it's your bestseller and you don't have it? They're like, well, we have it on tap. I'm like, okay, that makes more sense. Cave of Orthra. Wait, isn't Orthra's demons? I'm pretty sure it is. Well, at least I instantly swat these guys now. Feels great. I only had to spend like 3 gems to do so. Good God. All the resources I've had to spend just to make myself viable for combat is insane. Okay, yeah, Diomitra. What can make a crab that big? It's called Ancient Greece, my guy. This is like the equivalent of a high fantasy setting. There's everything and everything in this series. Oh, look, a giant crab who... Okay, that's unfair. I can teleport. Okay, you big bastard. Come here. We're gonna have some cooked crab for tonight. Come here. There we go. We got some cooked crab. Hell yeah. Fucking oven roasted, ready to go. Hell yeah. Holy hell's in heaven. Oh, I'm already tired. Not even been an hour. Alright, we cooked that crab up for you, my guy. Hell yeah, we will. The chill of Tartarus. I was gonna portal, then I realized if I portal, I'll lose. Wait, no, it doesn't matter, actually. Because my portal does not matter where I am, because there's a portal at Medea's place. So I can just head back to Rhodes, and then I can... I think a lot of the quests I can do now, because the crab story is kind of the only one I think I can do at the moment, because the rest... Oh, no, the outpost in the woods. Wait, is there a place I can go to that outpost in the woods? There's Medea's Cove. Or Grove, not Cove. Grove, Cove, Crove. Crove. It's a Crove over there. It's a grove and a cove together. Crove. English language is funny as fuck sometimes. Okay, so the needy bastards were over here near this campfire. Or are they back in town now? The brave men stationed here may stand a chance in this wilderness. Speak with Thessa. You know, it just says speak with X person. I have no idea who the fuck that is. Or where they are. And the fucking map is massive. So it does not help where it gives me a vague direction. Or actually, no direction at all. I know it's like not like Warframe lobotomy markers, but come on. I need at least something to give me an inkling of where the fuck I'm going. Because good God is this game expansive. And I don't want to run into a den of monsters and go, oh, yep, wrong way, and instantly get gibbed. Well, at least I see his quest, his little marker up ahead. Which also sucks when you're trying to find NPCs in the middle of the goddamn woods. God damn it. Come here. Oh, hell's bells. What the hell's going on over here, motherfuckers?
The monsters, is it true what they say, that the great colossus fell? We heard the blast, and the earth shook. Strange. It frightened the monsters more than my men. Is it true what they say?
Oh, the Colossus is destroyed? I don't remember seeing that. Maybe it was a cutscene, maybe? But I don't remember seeing us losing the Colossus of Rhodes, because that thing's like one of the big defenders of our kind. And we just lost like a massive siege weapon. Not really siege weapon, just like anti-monster weapon. It's a giant colossal statue made of like gold and shit. That is a very powerful asset to have. Like incredibly powerful. And if we lost that, we're kind of fucked. Since the lazy-ass gods aren't going to help us anymore, because like... Oh, humanity has to take the mantles, because we can no longer help you. I'm like, can't you have some of those heroes of legend, you know, if they're in Hades or in Olympus, to give us a hand? You know, your demigods? You know, Heracles, Jason... Or Jason, yep. The Argonauts, like any of the Argonauts as well. Alexander the Great, like any of the great demigods or heroes that were created by you having children with humans, you know. Not any of that could help us right now at all. Nah. It's the human time. And I'm like, we wouldn't be in this mess if you gods weren't so goddamn lazy from the start. And like, all the Titans are involved. Now we need humanity's help. And then humanity helps them, as us, the player. And the gods are like, oh, thanks for helping us. Now good luck. Sonny Jim, you're by yourself now. And they just slap our ass and shove us right out the door from Olympus. And I'm like, you motherfuckers. Like, oh yeah, go to Hades and kill the god of literal hell. I'm like, thanks, guys. Thanks, Mr. Oh yeah, it's your job now. Push. Lazy bastards. I would never think of all god pantheons the Greek would become incredibly lazy. Then again, they are a pantheon of what's that word? Decadence. That's it. Decadence and obsession with the finest pleasures in life. I'm not too surprised. I'm more disappointed that the Greek gods that rely on mortal worship is just like, nah, you mortals got this, bro. I'm like, you guys are as help as emotional support program. You guys don't do shit. Oh, right, these bug men. I forgot there was these bug men here. Okay. The Serious Devastation, yep. Let's go. High Priest. What the hell? So one was a high priest, one was a regular priest. Alright, I don't trust these bug men. There's something weird going down here. Oh, there's a lot of bug men. Holy. That's a lot of big bastards. And even more. Ugh. The eggs. They're pulsating. Yeesh. Ugh. Giving me real alien vibes over here. I'm getting the fuck out of here. It's funny too. There was a game I was excited for. What was it called? It was I think it was like the Crown Prince or like the Black Prince or something. Oh, Crown Wars: The Black Prince. I'm pretty sure it was called. And essentially, it's a medieval XCOM. And I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool. You know, it's swords and bows and heavy knight armor and customization options of all the crazy styles back in the day. Oh my god, that's gonna be amazing. And then first review, oh yeah, they put a timer in every mission and everyone hated that about XCOM 2, so yeah, you're gonna hate this. I'm like, then I read more and I'm like, oh, the AI has a tendency to run away. I'm like, oh, that's not good if you're on a timer, because that means when that timer runs out and then enemies on the other side of the map, because you can't pin them, because you don't have the abilities yet to pin them, you're fucked. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just a one-time fluky thing, you know, maybe it's just one time, you know, there was someone got screwed over in a mission. And then I read more reviews and it's like, nope, it is a timer on every single mission. They thought it was only like, what I thought was like, oh, it's only the first 2 missions to tell you, hey, you know, there is a time crunch on certain missions, you know, just to let the player know kind of thing. Nope. Every single mission has it, apparently. And I'm like, you know what I love about my strategy games? Not the time and methodical placement of like taking your turns thoughtfully and carefully and then inevitably burning your opponent out from like either outranging them or whatever have you on your strategy. No. No. We can't do that. Sounds way too boring for a tactical game or a strategy game. We got to make it as fast as possible, and the timer is against the player, not the enemy. And I'm like, you're expecting me to do an extermination where I gotta find everyone first, if I can find everyone, in a timely manner, and then kill them all. What the fuck? There's just a bunch of floating eyeballs. What the hell? Okay. I still hate that about certain strategy games where like, we're gonna put a massive fuck you timer in the game because fuck you and you thinking of a strategy. Better think on your feet, dumbass. And I'm like, oh, I can understand why like certain missions have it. Like, let's say it's a hostage rescue or something like that, or it's an infiltration that goes bad, so you got sighted immediately. You have to escape ASAP kind of thing. Like XCOM, I think XCOM 2 did it perfectly on what mission types were time-based and what ones were objective-based. I think XCOM 2 did it perfectly. But no. Every other game that's like, oh, we're doing like an XCOM but in this kind of like genre, or oh, this is like XCOM but better, which was Phoenix Point. Oh my god, Phoenix Point. All I remember Phoenix Point now for these days is the what do you call it? It was like part of the, apparently the original team that made XCOM way back in the 90s, or late 80s, early 90s. And it was an what's that store name? The Epic Store exclusive. It was like one of the first Epic Store exclusives. And when the game came out, everyone's like, yeah, it's a buggy piece of shit that doesn't even work. And then like, I think there was a news story about it like a few months or weeks after it, where one of the developers pretty much said, oh yeah, Epic rushed us to do it. I'm like, I don't think Epic rushed you. I think it was your CFO or CEO saying, hey, I want this game out as soon as possible because I gave Epic an impossible deadline. That's what I feel like. And then like, I think it was like a year or so later, they released it on Steam, and they still didn't fix the bugs from Epic, like when they made the game for Epic Game Store. I'm like, how, if you have a year of development time, not be able to at least fix some of the bugs? But nope. All they did was, we're going to make more content now because we think the base game is solid. I'm like, guys, you're building onto a broken car. Your frame is half cracked. Your engine's essentially broken out of the engine block itself. I couldn't even run this thing even if I wanted to. Like, no. Slap some paint on it and redo the body. It would be fine. It's like, your engine's fucking gone. It doesn't work properly. And these guys saw a broken game like Phoenix Point go, nah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it, lads. We'll just smack some duct tape first, cover it with cover it with epoxy, and then fill it in with paint. That's what I feel when I ever play Phoenix Point. I've played it a few times. I haven't beaten it once though, because the game goes really weird really quickly, and I don't get it. Because the thing is, they put a faction system in it, and I can understand why they did it, because XCOM did it. You know, the war of the Chosen. The thing is, though, they had a reason for that in the War of the Chosen. They don't have that as a reason for Phoenix Point. Phoenix Point's kind of story is Earth fell apart, and there was a secret program of people that knew about the unknowns of the world, but never disclosed it to anyone because it was deemed too horrific, blah, blah. You know, the whole typical, there was a shadowy organization built to preserve humanity or whatever from the darkness. People never really figure out it existed all this time. People get upset. And at the same time, this kind of illogical outbreak occurs where all sea life starts dying off and the oceans start being contaminated by something. And stuff like that, and you're like, man. So the world falls apart because of this massive ecological kind of disaster. But instead of coming together, they're like, no, we're going to create 3 really weird factions where one is like, we must blend with the weird alien plant life. Another one, we must eliminate it at all costs. Purge it all, including any human that could possibly be infected by it. Even a little bit. I'm like, well, does it kill them or make them evil? No, but if they're even slightly contaminated, they're evil. And then the ones that are like, oh yeah, we should give our lives into it. So there's like, one was like trying to find a peaceful solution between this new alien life from the sea and your guys. One is just like outright pure humanity, which is like, we're going to wipe out all of them. And then there was one where it's like, oh yeah, how about we merge with it and lose all our ability to be sentient? I'm like, oh, that sounds like a great plan. Literally sell your body into becoming weird mutant fish entities. Yes, that could never go wrong. At all. And you're like, really? Oh, it's in a colony, which is those big ant guys. Which probably means I need to explore some more ant hills again. Which seems about right. But no, Phoenix Point is such an interesting concept of a game, but it was just so badly implemented. Like, for example, of course people are going to have a different viewpoint on how to deal with the aliens, but they would stick together to deal with those aliens, whoever made the executive decision, not have 3 sub-factions bitching out on what's the best policy for this. I'm like, no, this is a very, like, oh, it's not a situation of survival, it's more of a situation of convenience. Where they're like, oh, they're arguing about what's the best method instead of just doing a method to either eliminate or symbiote or anything like that. And what I found was stupid was, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, things like this would happen in the real world to a certain degree, but there's other times where people with a brain in their head go, no, the alien's the threat. You know, there is no fucking contest. They are literal monsters. They're literally taking our people into the sea, like some kind of H.P. Lovecraft shit, and making them into fucking abominations. There is no, oh, should we bond with them, or should we do this or that? No. This is a war on humanity. You fucking deal with it, and you move on. But no. They're like, oh, we should convince the aliens or diplomacy, and I'm like, they didn't fucking try to diplomacy us. What the fuck do you mean? it was one of the dumbest things I didn't like about Phoenix Point, where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna try to logic with the aliens. I'm like, it's an infection, dude. It's not an alien. Maybe it's an alien virus or some shit, but it's certainly hella not gonna be human after you talk to it, or we don't know if you're gonna be human after you talk to it either. 'Cause these things are fucking weird. They're like, oh no, you know, we'll try to make peace with them or something. And I'm like, are these people fucking stupid? Have you seen what they've done to the coastlines? They're literally fucking gone. They're like, oh, you know, they're misguided. I'm like, misguided? Okay, misguided would be like, oh, I accidentally blew up a country by accident. This is incredible amount of generosity, to be fair. Blowing up a country. But I'm like, you know, you can accidentally commit a war crime, I suppose, or something like that. But literally taking over territory, the coastlines of our world, and saying that's an oopsie daisy is not an oopsie daisy. That is war and aggression. You know, obviously at the time, nations fell apart, obviously. So nations fell apart and we couldn't do much. But now we're gathering forces. How about we stop bickering like children and kick some ass for humanity? And they're like, nah, we're going to complain what the best method is, and you're going to have to decide who's the most ideologically aligned with you, Commander. I'm like, no. You fucking get in line, you bickering children. We have a war to win, and I'm not going to babysit the three of you being whiny, complaining teenagers. You're going to sit down and listen to me, goddammit. That's how I felt about the whole story of Phoenix Point. It was so dumb. Well, fuck. But it was like everyone was a whiny bitch, and only the commander, who's a silent protagonist, had to fucking deal with everyone's bullshit problems. And I'm like, are you serious? You know, obviously, you know, when you're trying to, like, put, like, a kind of, like, slapdish force together, obviously there's going to be bickering between, like, whatever grudges their homelands had towards each other to a certain degree. But at the same point, you're literally saying, hey, this is going to be the end of our species here. We're going to have to buck up or shut up. No. Nah, we're going to argue about the pettiest bullshit ever. I'm like, motherfucker, it's the end of our civilization and species as we know, unless we do something. And we're trying to do something. Why are you trying to, like, prevent us from saving the world? Well, we don't think you're pure enough for us, or some stupid nonsense. And I'm pretty sure one was, that was the human purist one, which made, like, the genocidal machines, which I find is also funny, you know. Humans that say about, and talk about, like, human perfectionism, and if you get, like, partially infected with the virus, and instead of becoming, like, a fish mutant, you become someone with psychic powers, you're a mutant, and therefore you're not, like, human anymore in their eyes. And yet these are the same motherfuckers that are like, we made machines that thought humanity was impure, and we had no idea what we were shocked when the machines that we made under our ideology thought we were the problem. Like, now you know how the other outcasts feel when they get alienated by you assholes who wear these, like, heavy suits of, like, mechanical armor and shit, and actively discriminate against civilians that are currently infected with this, like, weird fish plague shit. They're like, oh, we don't see the comparison. I'm like, oh, of course you didn't, you dumbasses. You guys could barely figure out making a homicidal AI was a bad thing. It's like, oh, it was against the aliens. Like, well, it's going against you now, so it seems like you kind of fucked up that directive. Creates an AI to take down fucking... They were just a bunch of fucking dumbasses about it, and you're like, god damn it. And my favorite thing is the AI will actually, it's one of the DLCs, I think, where you can build, like, machines and everything. It uses this, like, super powered AI thing, like, as like its own faction kind of thing, like its own sub-faction. And it was funny because the machine also openly hates the purest humans and doesn't give a shit about any other humans. It just specifically hates its creators for being morons. And then talking about, oh, you know, humanity should only be pure. So it doesn't hate the whole idea of, like, oh, humans can only pure, or even humans. It just specifically hates the ones that created them. I'm like, yeah, that seems about right. It tries to go not HAL 9000 on their asses one time, and they fucking lose their shit. Because they were surprised that when they talked all about human superiority, they would never think a thing they create would go Uno reverse on them and say, how about my purity as a machine or something? Oh my god. It is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Oh, holy fuck. Still the funniest thing. We're gonna bicker like 3 fucking petulant children until you decide which one of us is the golden child. And I would have just walked in there, smacked each of them in the back of the head and say, wake the fuck up. Our species is literally dying tomorrow, so get your heads out of your asses and get the job done, motherfuckers. Because all of you are good at a certain skill. So I want to use that skill for the war effort. Like, I don't want to work with this person. I don't want to work with this person. I'm like, no, 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 no. Smack him back of the head again. You work for who I say you work for. And that's it. You don't get to fucking bitch about the other person. And if you do, bitch off your off time. I don't give a fuck. But if it's on time or go time, you're fucking there and you're fucking taking down the aliens. I do not care if you bitch about fighting alongside these, quote, contaminated humans or whatever. You're fucking going to do it. And you're not going to like it. I know you're not going to like it, but you're going to be fucking forced to do it, asshole. Like, that would be my feeling towards it, like, outright. Because I'm like, humanity's literally dying. Like, that's the backdrop of the game, essentially. Is humanity's being ended. And these petulant school children, they have enough time and effort to complain about the other side being ineffective, and yet themselves ineffective without our help from the Phoenix Point Initiative. And I'm like, motherfuckers, you don't get the ability to complain about the other 2 factions are useless and be as useless as yourselves as well. Have you never heard of the term hypocrisy before? You're like, why? You're like, you know why? Spell row pieces. Yeah, mountain. Okay, odor, the primrose. Interesting. Scroll of pieces, the primrose. They've killed all the monsters in the area. And the fountain just doesn't activate. There must be something I can do in there. That I can't figure out at the moment. Alright, I think I'm going to use the bathroom real quick and then I'll hop back. Alright, I'm just muting. I'll be right back. Be right. Alright, I am back from my little washroom break and grabbing something. Back to it, Mesame. Alright. Oh, my power's turned off. Oh, probably because I ran out of energy. I also picked some drinklage from the fridge. A local IPA. Luckily in Canada, we are literally known as a nation of brewers, apparently. A lot of alcoholism here. Lots of alcohol as well. I mean a lot, holy fuck. And like 3 kilometers from each other, there's like 3 breweries. I'm like, holy fuck. My only concern is I don't know if I should store all my drinks frozen or cold or not. They don't really have any. They're like, oh, you can serve them cold. They don't say how to store it or how long they store ambient. So, phew, hope they don't go bad in a month. And again, people normally pasteurize their cans and everything, and they probably have a shelf life at like whatever stores they sell them in, right? So. It's such a soft note too. It's how would I describe this beer? This pale ale. It's soft. It's not harsh. It's actually, let me check the percentage on this. It is 4.7, so it's not bad. Ale barley. Yeah, it doesn't say anything fancy like store it at a certain temperature or something, so. But I might look after stream and see how to store these kind of drinks and everything on their websites, just to make sure I'm storing them right. Because right now I have like a majority of them ambient and like 3 in the fridge. If they all have to be cold, I'll be kind of fucked. And I spent quite a bit of money on them. Like, it tastes really good. Like, really good. Like, I'm surprised. Like, this is like, they had like 4 on my tap, essentially, or what do you call it? Essentially, like, available. As in, oh my god. My memory's already going. Essentially, they're like, okay, these are like the 4 main ones we sell that we'll always sell them kind of thing. And then they had a bunch of guest ones. And then a bunch of, like, ones they make seasonally. And man, such a refreshing kind of IPA too. I'm not a big beer drinker guy, but I can appreciate a good IPA. Pretty sure IPA is like Indian Pale Ale or something. It's like a style of drink. It's a very weird name to be sure. It's not really that pale, but I'm guessing like normally beers are like autumn, very dark, like dark orange, right? Very dark orange or very dark yellow, giving it that amber color, right? And I think a pale ale is it's paler, right? It doesn't have that. I don't know why it involves India. My only guess would probably be like either the country founded it. Right, they founded the idea of a paler ale, probably because of the stock they had at the time to make alcohol. Alright, so I just touched a random tree. There we go, there's the root. That's a weird looking spear. Oh, fuck. Horned Witch Doctor, no you don't. Mighty Bullfrog, no you don't. No you fucking don't. There we go. Oh, Lipido's potion. Finally, we can make it. Let's see here. And I hate this swamp map because it's so very undefined on where to go. You have like ruined bridges and that's all you can follow. giant big ass tree monsters trying to fucking demolish me too. Luckily I can kill them like instantly because trees don't like fire, which is valid. Oh my god. So good. It leaves such a good aftertaste to it. It leaves like a bit of a dry aftertaste, but it's not noticeable. It's kind of like a refreshing kind of to it. I like it. Hell yeah. Let's keep going, boys. Let's keep going, my scraplets. We got all night. I feel actually pretty recharged after my beer, actually. It's normally the opposite, where you feel like really unenergized after like a beer and a drink. But now I'm kind of feeling more enthused, you know, a bit more relaxed too, but kind of wanting to get somewhere, you know? Alright, these bastards aren't gonna die. They're not gonna kill themselves after all. Let's get to work. I always remember that that phrase. I always remember it from the Moon Crash DLC from Prey, where in the trailer, because it's like a roguelike kind of like Groundhog Day kind of thing, where you go into multiple people at different times of a certain day and you have to plan it all out, which is really interesting on how it works. Fuck, I gotta run. Because they are hitting me really hard. Fuck. Nope, I'm gonna let that Abyssal Lord survive. And I thought it was funny because I was like, man, good shit. Very good shit. Oh my god. Oh fuck, I forgot. I was like, man, I'm going really fast now. Why is that? I'm like, oh right. It's because of, what's its name? Sacred Rage. Sacred Rage increases your runaway speed. Or movement speed, sorry. I still wish I could use that laminate gear, though. Which I can't because it's too heavy for me. Which is fair, because I'm more of a spell caster than anything. But man, I wish I could, though. Okay, we're going to cube this shit. Kill the Queen Lich. Hello, Witch Lich, my darling. I'm going to need your bones for something. Ow. Well, she just meteor swarmed me. Good to know liches are still as overpowered as I remember. Okay, let me just turn these back on. Wait, I gotta go up this way. Okay, because it seems like we get a lot of decent shit in the Mythic Age here. It seems like, because it's giving me a lot of nice equipment to have. Okay. I just want to kill as much frog guys as possible as well. Because I can out-tank most of her damage, generally. Okay. And Sacred Rage is always one of those things I think about where I'm like, is it a push forward or pull back kind of action? Because if I pull back, I'll keep the low health buff until I, you know, either keel over and die. Oh god. Wow, she just magically nuked the area I came in from. Okay, let me just run around, because she probably won't... Yeah, she just launched another magical nuke. Okay. Oh crap! She's launched the nuke. Oh shit, okay. Fuck. Wait, she's...
You condemn me to another 1,000 years of undeath for a book of recipes. Take it, but know that the formulae within are deep. It is Medea who has sought me out and finally found the means to call me. It is Medea who has sought me out and finally found the means to call me.
Hey, at least she's a peaceful lich after I beat the shit out of her. Apparently, liches are really nice to you after you beat them. Like, I didn't know they went under the laws of martial combat. Like, yeah, you're cool, you know? That's the first time I've ever heard of a lich being like, oh yeah, you fought me in combat? Yeah, here you go. But I do like, she's like, you woke me up for 1,000 years for the book of recipes? What the fuck's wrong with you? That is funny. I do like when an NPC does chastise the player for be like, what the fuck are you doing?
You can't hold them.
Kind of like a check on if the player's been paying attention to what you've been doing. It's a funny little nod. I think it's funny. A lot of people don't have the patience for that kind of stuff. They're like, oh, they're fucking berating me. What the fuck's wrong with them? It's like, no, it's just like a kind of in-game humor kind of thing I find where it's just like, yeah, have you been paying attention or not? And it's a funny voice line, so I'm like, I let that slide. Oh, Grim Arcane Staff. Okay, I'm going to get to the next Rebirth Shrine just so I have it ready to go. More of those damn yellow rocks. Been seeing those since chapter 1. See if I can take these bastards down.
You can't carry anymore.
Oh, primitive stash is like private stash. I'm like, who's private stash just sitting here? And is this like a quest thing? It's like you don't put a private stash or something? God damn. Alright, perfect. Where is this going to lead us to? Okay. It's so weird to see not a lot of monsters around. It's so very weird. Makes me feel a little uncomfortable, actually. You'd think there'd be a lot of monsters in, like, the Hades section, but no, apparently not. Then again, we're not in Hades yet, so... Holy fuck, look at him. Look at that beefcake. My god, is he a chunky boy. Jesus, good lord. Alright, portal. Back to Medea's grove. Just so we can do some maintenance stuff on our gear. Okay. At least we can talk to like 2 or 3 of them.
Here is your potion here. I shall be first among my class when my lady sees the success I've had with my strength potion. I shall be first among my...
You managed to you have the cure. Why do you wait? You have the cure. Why do you wait?
I was more tempted just to wait and go, no. The child deserves to be ill a little bit longer. Luckily, the hero has figured out this thing called portal travel. I don't have to walk all the way back to Rhodes. I can go here, find the mother.
My son is ill. Already he is quiet. Already he is quiet.
Perfect. So I did all that. The stolen sigil from a cave. And legend has a great city named Pranos within the nearby Lessos seen kings hidden there. In his tomb, and it is said the treasure has never been uncovered. Search the ruins hidden treasure in the Taskian ruins, which I think I found already. But I don't know how to open it because it is that that like bowl of water with that scroll piece, and I have no idea how to get in there. But maybe there might be another dungeon. So I see one up ahead here. Also, my other question is, I don't know what my main quest is at the moment. I should probably look that up. Okay, let's kill this thing first. My god, there's a lot of these big plant golems around. An Acomorphous. The Temple of Grey. Uh-oh. Are these like the Sisters of Fate? Oh, they're strong, and they do a lot of vitality damage. You're just gonna have to slam them for damage. Just whittle them down, run around and whittle them down. Fuck. They do a lot of damage. Fuck. Oh, I killed one. Hell yeah. It's interesting. It's kind of like an interesting little gameplay kind of tweak on the Sisters of Fate. Interesting that someone can actually kill the Sisters of Fate. Oh, no, I almost killed her. Fuck. I got a little too greedy. Oh, fuck. Where am I going to respawn? Fuck. Oh, for fuck. Oh, it's quite far. Ugh. Okay, well, I can drink some more of my pale ale while I go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. I wonder if the other two sisters respawn, or they're both still dead and it's just the last one I chipped down. I hope there's only one left for me. Oh, I don't think it is. Oh, it is. But she's at full health again instead. But she has durability though now, because she has the eye permanently just attached to her. And just like that infinite Nova. Fuck. Oh, nope. Okay, come on. Got her. The Eye of the Grey Ones. I'm guessing they're either like the Sisters of Fate. No, wasn't there a story of mythology where there was 3 sisters that shared an eye that could see into the future? I thought that was the Fates, wasn't it?
You can't hold anymore. Your inventory is
Because the eye would tell of the future? I'm pretty sure. But like I said, I'm pretty sure my Greek mythology is a little rusty. Yeah, no, nothing good. Alright, I can head back now. Alright, back to Medea's Grove. Time to complain to her about that we're not Greek hero enough to do this and find someone better. But let's see if that works. Hey Medea, I'm back with some shit.
not since Perseus has a hero wrested the eye away from the weird sisters.
Well, Perseus probably didn't murder them.
Who knows?
I don't think so, because the scissors did kill me once.
I see pain and suffering. I see loss and folly. I see my dark goddess languishing, imprisoned, and the
Your inventory is full.
Oh shit, I just got a bunch of cool scrolls and shit, hell yeah. Oh, and now I'm actually going to the Hades segment. Interesting. Lots of armor and everything, but not a lot of armor I can actually use. Which is funny, because I'm like a hybrid strength and defense build. But I can't use either of them because I'm a hybrid of both. So it does prevent a lot of usage of certain things, unfortunately. Okay. But now I can grab these scrolls.
your journey, your adventure awaits you. Go.
Ah, yes. A witch giving me a portal to who knows where. How could this ever end up badly? Alright, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yes. Oh, this is lame. This isn't Hades. I'm disappointed.
They came quickly and the civilians hide and hope the invaders do not catch their scent. The gates fell and we were beaten back. Diogenes grumbles, but he does his duty. If any man can do a house-to-house search behind enemy lines, it is he.
Okay, so we're not quite into Hades yet. Okay.
Stores I hadn't passed it on. Gone. And this is all I have left. The rest is lost.
Eye of Heaven. Fury of the Ages. This is the one I want. Because it's a greater version of this one. Of Starheart. So what do I need? Essence of Shade of Hector. Artifact Cinderbolt. Cinderbolt or Amber Flask. Cinderbolt. There's no storage. No, there should be a storage person down here. Nope. Okay. A dangerous mission. Okay.
They say that they are work.
Okay, yeah. So there's not going to be much there, so I'm going to have to head back.
Relics recovered. Items reclaimed.
Okay. Arcane Formula. Oh, artifacts. Oh, those are like lesser artifacts. Okay.
Arcane formula.
I getcha. So what I need to do is I need to build lesser artifacts. Okay. Leaf Song, Cinderbolt. And then the other one was Amber Flask. Do I legit don't have Turtle Shell? That's interesting, because I swear that would be like one of the first things I would ever get. Is Turtle Shell, because it's a monster part. Rigid Carapace. Boar Hide. Maybe because... Oh no. Oh, thank God it didn't leak. Yeti Fur, Boar Hide, Demon Blood, Venom Sacs. Disease Plumage. Hag Skin, Lupine Claws, Violicker. Do I legit don't have any turtle shells? Viney Growth. I legit don't have any. Huh. Oh, there's one. I just don't have enough. What the fuck? Good lord. I can't believe I don't have enough turtle shell. Of all things, no turtle shell. Interesting. Amun-Ra's Glory, Relic Area. Wait. Yeah, because the last thing I need is Essence Shade of Hector, which I have no idea what the fuck that looks like. Hermes Sandals. Oh, there it is. Shade of Hector. Hector, Prince of Troy. Huh. Do I have any of those here? What does it look like? It looks like a man? Like a regular looking dude? Amun-Ra's Glory. Where the hell is Amun-Ra's Glory? There it is. Amun-Ra's Glory, Hagskin. Hagskin. This one is Richie Carapace. Ton of those. The other one is Artemis's String and Plumage. Artemis's Bowstring. And the only thing is I need turtle shells, which is only from turtles. Oh wait, he's not the builder guy. I'm looking at this guy's stock. It should be this guy's stock. Okay. Cinderbolt. A little pricey for Almond Glory. Yeah. Burn damage. Resistance and cold. And this is elemental burn and resistance and piercing damage. So this one might be more pertinent than this artifact here. And I can't build this one yet. And I can't build the other one because I need more of that Hector guy stuff. Prince of Troy, apparently. Interesting. Interesting. You can't put it in. Okay, I see. Okay. Alright, and then I have the Babylonian armor still on as well. I'll put the relic in here. Just so we have it for other characters. There we go, perfect. Everything's rebalanced. I'll put Hector in there. Okay. And with my axes, they're pretty decently high. Hector isn't that high, though, unfortunately.
A real hero, my caravans.
Master Arance must be fearless.
Okay. I don't need a lot of potions from you, bud. Come on. Lots of potions.
Farewell.
Okay. Which is air press. Let's see how bad the enemies are right outside of camp here. If they're awful, they shouldn't be too bad. I don't think. Yeah, they're not too bad. Let's see how much I can plow through, though. They are pretty darn strong. Okay. Skeletal warriors. I think there's a mission here for undead guys, I'm pretty sure. Oh god. But no, this game, it does get difficult over time, I find. Oh boy. And also I don't remember all this being part of Hades either. I just remember the Hades part, maybe because that was more memorable, and I kind of blocked this part out of my mind. But I remember tidbits, actually. I remember, like, the crabs. I remember the torchbearer part. I do remember some of the more annoying parts, too. The Fulminator. Nice, I'll pick that staff up. Hell yeah. Huh. It's an interesting little landmark on the map there. Cool. I like that. I like little landmarkers like that sometimes on map. It does help with your sense of direction. Let's see what the up here looks like. Okay, let's go. Okay. We got these big masters. These big mage bastards. They really like using arrows, and that's annoying. Oh, Shade of Hector. Yep, I'm gonna pick that up. Okay. The Pulp of Thyrus. Okay. He had a... Well, that would make sense if his bow was unique. That would make sense. He was known for his bow. It'd be the equivalent... It'd be really dumb if he dropped, like, a legendary sword instead. And it's like, oh, yes, he was known for his sword. What was he doing again? Oh, yeah, he was using a bow. It's like, that's a little strange. This does not use fate logic. It uses a weird loot generator logic. Which could be even more terrifying. Loot generator logic. Oh, God. I couldn't imagine if someone's life was run like that, where it's like, their entire life is run by a loot generator. Okay. Nope, oh no, I'm stunned. I'm running. I'm gonna lure at least some of them over here. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Those stun abilities are fucking brutal to be under. Oh my god. Because those stun effects are strong. Like, they're not weak stun effects. Fuck. Yeah, it's a ward of crippling. Fuck. Yeah, it's all of those casters that are literally shredding me to death. I gotta take them out first. And I think my spawn point's all the way back here. Ugh. Okay. Okay. I think the best strategy is all those casters are the ones that are casting like wards of crippling, wards of siphoning, and all that. So I think they're the best ones to take down first. Okay. Let's see what we got. I think it's the only way to take these bastards down without dying at like 300 times. The problem is getting close to the damn casters is almost going to be impossible against these guys. They keep themselves really well covered. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, there's the heroes that are like siphoning. Yeah, there's no way because there's so many casters and they have so many bugs. Fuck, how am I gonna fight these guys? Because they baited them out before, but baiting them out takes a long time. And even if I bait them, there's no guarantee I can kill the sword hero first. And even if I kill the sword hero, it doesn't mean it's guaranteed I can kill the spellcaster. It seems like the spellcaster have a stronger position. What I'll do is I'll switch my weapons. I'll switch my weapons to my throwing daggers and see if I can whittle them down from a bit of a range. I'm hoping more I can do that first. They're just suicide charging into it. And apparently I can't hurt the ward. Okay. Yeah, so the lightning bolts are the things that are knocking me out, essentially. Yeah, those minions, these guys aren't minions, though. These guys are just regular dudes I can actually kill off the field. Oh my god, this guy's a massive fucking spell slinger. Like, look at this guy. He fucking casts spells. Yep, I'm fucked. Yep, there's no way. It's that spirit siphon that powers the dead and kills the living quickly. Good God. No, that's not gonna work. Yep, I'm gonna increase my rune weapon as high as it can go. I think my enchantments are pretty good. I think it's just my rune weapon needs to be higher. Just because that is my strike modifier. If that's decently high enough, I think I should be good. And it should be just something I can whomp someone with. Just go whoop, once, gone. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see. I doubt it will be enough, but I think this will be the last fight of the night. Just trying to take care of this damn corner of fucking FU monsters. Okay. Oh no, I'm stunned. I can't grab my epitaph because I keep getting stunned by those asshole sorcerers. Okay, I can kill this guy at first. Yes, got him. Hell yeah. I took at least 2 of the sorcerers down. I'm going to take the 3rd one down. Okay, he's dead. Now it's only the mage hero. My god. Come on. Yes, mage hero down. Okay, they're all dead now. The Wrath of the Ancient Kings. Somewhere in the Tuscan ruins. Okay. And then this one's the Stolen Sigil. Sigil of the first Apricus for her. It sounds as powerful and it's important. You're a Falmar colony. Among the ruins. When a strong army sacked the city of Persia, those or Pezron. Many were left behind the day after. The city guard was gone. Of human beings, trying to see he could slowly find the effort to look for Sin Pasturin. The refuge camps filled with hungry and starving injured people. These fled. Okay, I got more health and everything too, which is nice from that mission. Pretty nice, I have to say. Let's see. Sprint mail, 300 more health and 8.0 health regen per second. That's still pretty damn good. Those Gyreman anklets. Alright, and that's the Osprey Therapist done. Actually, there's got to be something in here, because I doubt this is an optional side dungeon. There's got to be something in here. I fucking refuse. There's nothing in here. Gotta be something. Okay, there's gotta be at least something. Okay. Okay. It's so weird to have these environmental actually show up on the map now. That's weird. Maybe I never really noticed them before when I was running around, but it seems weird to me now that I notice it. It seems a little weird. No, there's nothing in here. I'm going to head back to the base and then call it. The thing is, I think I've made significant progress through this. Because Hades is quite a bit of content to go through. And since I'm spending like my half of my time in Atlantis, I haven't really spent all my time here. I could have. Yep, there. No. Oh, that stun is so bullshit. I hate stuns in this game. They're so powerful. Like, I can't believe magic casters have the ability to stun players. My god. I said I was going to stop, but I think I want to keep going a little further. Just until I get to a certain point. I think there's a certain point I want to reach. That I can see there's a point there. Yeah, there's a refugee there I can probably save. Okay, and I'm going to kill these guys off. Okay, gone. And these guys aren't too tough either. Okay. I can't believe an entire... Well, then again, it's monsters rising in the literal dead. I wouldn't doubt they just got overnumbered by sheer amount of numbers. That's how the dead do it. They just outnumber the living and they're good. And there generally isn't a rule on what you can raise. Like, there's even skeletons here. Not just ghosts, just skeletons as well. Skeletons, ghosts, and they can all get armed. There's probably not enough weapons, though, in ancient Greece to arm them all, but there's probably pretty damn close. And especially they would be buried with their own weapons and supplies. So I wouldn't doubt that a lot of them could use the weapons they were buried with. Then again, it depends on how much it's degraded and rotted and all that. Is that a ghost of a normal guy?
These strange you would be a fool to go in. You would be a fool to go in.
Alright. I'm gonna call it here, gentlemen, for tonight. My scraplets. I am tired as all hell, and I'm kind of like falling sleeping at the wheel here. This has been DRM 76Z, come from you live from the graveyard on wavelength 388. From the graveyard, of course. And this has been the Saturday stream Titan Quest. Tried to push a bit further into Atlantis and failed miserably, and now doing Hades as a consolation prize. Hopefully Hades will be finished next stream on Saturday. And then Ragnarok, and then the Eternal Embers. And after that, we can start doing the next ARPG. Still deciding on which one it might be, but I'll keep it a surprise until I'm for sure I've beaten Titan Quest. Alright, this has been DRM. I'm signing off. Everyone have a good evening and a good night.